Now, the president has made already a pronouncement na he doesn't believe in the K-12. You mentioned K-12, na dapat pag graduate ka ng 12th grade, di ba? Tapos junior high school, senior high school. Sabi mo nga, senior high school, hindi man nakaka-comprehend. Are you also of the, do you agree na dapat scrap ang K-12? That the K-12 was rushed. You know, it was, I think, a election year kaya talagang pinaspas po yan without really giving it much thought. Even if they're saying that K-12 is the international standard. But do you think that we should revert to the 10-year yung basic education?
Our stand in PBED, at ako ma'am personally, I would say na hindi po ako pabor dyan, no? Again, basing it just on the analogy, no, na let's say for example, palagi natin kasi pong nami-misinterpret na ang problema sa implementasyon ay also problema sa modelo or sa system. I think the K-12 system has proven, no, it has been proven globally. At again, if the endpoint of, let's say, doing a K-12 system is towards employability. And that has been proven in studies globally. No? Ang nakikita po kasi natin is the implementation. Ang problema po ay hindi po sa disenyo ng K-12, kundi sa kung paano siya in-implement dito sa atin, no? Dito sa Pilipinas. Now, kami sa PBED, we believe that reverting we don't believe na reverting back to the 10 years na system is the solution. Very simple analogy po. Kapag ang bahay po, yung bahay, ngayong tag-ulan ay tumutulo, i-repair niyo po yung tulo. Hindi niyo po i-bring down yung house. So hindi niyo po gigibain yung buong bahay, kundi yun po ay tatapalan po ninyo yung butas. So, and with all due fairness with the current leadership in DepEd, nakikita natin that there are serious efforts to reform the senior high school program, particularly senior high school. Just this school year, ipapilot po, no, for around 800 schools yung enhanced na senior high school program na kung saan dinidecongest nila yung curriculum, tapos 2 tracks na lang, kasama po dyan yung Tech Pro track kung saan yung promise po talaga nun is basically higher employment for K-12 graduates, particularly stressing doon sa industry exposure. Ini-increase po ng bagong enhanced na senior high school program na yon, it increases the number of hours ng industry exposure ng ating mga K-12 students para ma-expose nila sa real world of work at makakuha sila ng real hands-on experience.
Parang OJT, ito yung nag-OJT na sila.
Yes,
so involved yung private sector, in fact, pwede na nilang i-employ
kasi nga nag-OJT ka na.
Habang nag-OJT ka, habang nag-aaral ka ba in senior high school, ando na yung kumpanya, the private company, and actually you can, after graduation, tuloy-tuloy ka na and employed ka na. But kanina, we were talking about being functionally illiterate, no? Yung ating 5.58 million na graduates ng senior high school. Yung parang sinasabi nga na nakakabasa sila, pero nagkukulang talaga sa comprehension skills. Makabasa man, hindi nila naiintindihan, therefore wala silang critical thinking. So itong it goes hand in hand yung problema dito sa yung ang dami kasing subjects. So cannot down, parang yung track nga din, di ba? Ginawa na lang either academic ka, yung track mo, or yung TechVoc, di ba, na track mo. So talagang yung ginawa ba nila na ito na revise na yung curriculum ng senior high school, binawasan ng mga asignatura ng subjects, no? Ginawa parang core subjects na lamang, binawasan ng track, tapos yung mga elective, ganyan. So yung sa functional illiteracy, ang sa akin po kasi parang kung yung panahon ng pandemic, pumasok ng kinder, at ngayon ay nasa, let's say, grade 4 na sila. At napagtatanto mo, I had children kasi in my house nitong bakasyon. So they went back to Pangasinan and into their school, started schooling again this week. and I was tutoring them, Pat P.
Mm.
Talagang akala ko na, sabi ko, incoming grade 5, hindi pa maalam sa
Mabasa.
multiplication.
Oh.
So, and then only to find out na mahina rin pala sa addition and subtraction.
Mm.
So, eto ngayon doon sa, kanina ginamit mo na yung analogy ng bahay, Sir Bal, nasa bubong ka na. Pero ito, pag-usapan natin yung pundasyon nung kinder, na pumasok sila ng kinder nung panahon ng pandemya, na naka-lockdown, wala silang gadget, yung hindi naman lahat nakaano ng modules.
Online.
And
oo.
now they're in grade 4,
Pero
grade
pinasa,
5,
pero
lacking
pinasa.
the literacy, numeracy skills and literacy skills. So yan po ba ma-address nung learning recovery program na may mga tutorial para parang no child left behind yata yung kanilang motto, ang ating kongreso, kaya nila pinasayan October last year? Sir Bal?
Ma'am, tama po kayo, no? So, more than focusing as well, because we were talking earlier of, let's say, employment outcomes, and yun, yung pinaka malapit doon is yung mga senior high school natin. But if we are again talking of functional literacy, it should focus on, also, it should start and focus on the early grades, siguro from kinder, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Kasi basically, it is during those stages that we focus on the fundamentals and the foundations. So basically, literacy, pagbasa, pagbilang, numeracy, and also of course, comprehension. So kung titingnan po natin, nakikita po natin yan na ang literacy levels doon, mababa din po. Based nga po sa sinite natin ng UNICEF study na to noong 2019 na ang ating mga grade 4 ay merong literacy and numeracy skills ng either grade 2 or grade 1. So merong deficit, no? May learning poverty ng 2 years. So
even before the pandemic.
Yes, ma'am.
Nag-pandemic pa, so it worsened.
Oo.
Exactly, ma'am. So after the pandemic, we're looking more or less around additional 2 years yan of learning poverty. So baka nakikita natin na ang ating mga grade 6 students or mga grade 5 natin na estudyante ay merong reading, comprehension, and literacy, numeracy skills na nasa grade 2 or baka grade 1.
Correct.
Oo.
And it's even worse po sa mga worse off na mga provinces. No?
Yeah, lalo na sa bar.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.